Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about the US Grand Prix, only for Formula 1 or F2 action until Abu Dhabi. But before we get into that, like and subscribe, it will really help me. And the next week's race, which is at Mexico, for the Mexican Grand Prix at the Autódromo Jimenez Rodriguez. I hope I said that correctly, probably not. But the track times for this weekend on FP1 and FP2 on October 28th. FP1 that started at 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, FP2 that started at 4 o'clock to 5:30. FP3 and qualifying both on October 29th. FP3 that will start at 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, qualifying now start at 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. And then finally for the race, which will be on October 30th, that'll start at 2 o'clock and end at 4 o'clock. So, very normal race weekend, hopefully, at Mexico for the Mexican Grand Prix. Let's now move over to the results for the US Grand Prix at Dakota, at Circuit of the Americas at Austin, Texas. There you go. And the winner, wow, who saw this coming? It was Max Verstappen. Absolutely no one saw that coming. In second place, Lewis Hamilton, then Charles Leclerc, Sergio Perez, George Russell, Lando Norris, Sebastian Vettel, Kevin Magnussen, Yuki Tsunoda, and Esteban Ocon ran out of the top 10. Then for the other finishers, we have Zhou Guanyu, Alexander Albon, Pierre Gasly, Mick Schumacher, Fernando Alonso, need to talk about him later, Daniel Ricciardo, Nicholas Latifi, and then for the non-classified drivers have been Lance Stroll, Valtteri Bottas, and Carlos Sainz ran out of top 20 and the other finishers. So, Russell's at the fastest lap. Gasly received a 10-second time penalty for not serving a safety car infringement penalty correctly. Latifi received a 5-second time penalty for forcing another driver off the track. Mick Schumacher received a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Albon received a 5-second time penalty for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. And Fernando Alonso received a 10-second stop-and-go penalty, converted to a 30-second time penalty for a technical infringement. So originally, Alonso actually finished in 7th place. Then he dropped down to 15th. So, not the best for Alpine and Fernando Alonso. Which either way, it was a phenomenal race, especially from Fernando Alonso. So lap 1, Carlos Sainz spun out by Russell at turn 1, and a 5-second time penalty for George Russell. Not 5-second time, but I think it's a 5-second. No, it is 5 second. No, it is 5 second. Yeah, it was pit row penalty. Oh, 5-second time penalty. Whatever. I don't get. It was still a 5-second penalty for George Russell. Lap 5, Latifi spun out of the S's. That's how he's. I mean, obviously he's down in 17th place. Lap 10, Valtteri Bottas spins out at turn 19. Lap 22. I'm gonna show maybe a photo of this, maybe some photos of this. Lance Stroll and Fernando Alonso makes contact, and it was a late move by Lance Stroll. I do put the blame on Stroll. Very, very late move by him. That could have maybe, because it was a hard landing, though. Hard landing back onto the track from Alonso. I hope that his back is okay, but that was horrible. I think he got out of the car and he was, in so much pain. I think he was banding down a bit, so I hope he's okay after that horrific wreck. But obviously we have seen obviously a lot worse, but still, especially how stiff these cars are and the porpoising issues that earlier the season had. I'm surprised that no one's back has gone or anything. I'm very, very surprised about that. But I do have Alonso's okay, and for Lance Stroll, a very stupid move by him. I don't know why the hell it was so late he moved that, but whatever. It was also a future teammate, so I guess that's pretty awkward. Lap 39, stop the count. Vettel's in the lead. Yes, Sebastian Vettel was in the lead for 2 laps. I'm pretty sure, 2 or 3 laps. But still, it was great to see him in the lead. And while that was happening, Verstappen and Leclerc battles it out for 3rd place. And lap 56, Verstappen wins. Red Bull are the Constructors' champions. Obviously, this was also, I think, a day after the sad news of Dietrich Mateschitz. I cannot say his name, but obviously the CEO of Red Bull sadly passing away. I think that was after qualifying, I'm pretty sure. But I think this is definitely for Dietrich as well. So, my thoughts and prayers goes out to his family and friends, and obviously a very sad loss for the racing community and I guess the world as a whole, as the CEO has sadly passed away for Red Bull. But this win is definitely dedicated to him. Driver of the day was Sebastian Vettel. It would be kind of awkward if it was Fernando Alonso, but it was Sebastian Vettel who was driver of the day. And that's really all for Coda. That's really all I have to say. So look at, I guess we have to look at the driver standings because, even though it doesn't really matter right now, Max Verstappen championship doesn't really matter. Second place is still in the hunt, only 2 points separating Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez. Then we've got George Russell, Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, Esteban Ocon, Fernando Alonso, and Valtteri Bottas right now in the top 10. Then we have Sebastian Vettel, there we go. Daniel Ricciardo, Kevin Magnussen, Pierre Gasly, Lance Stroll, Mick Schumacher, Yuki Tsunoda, Joe Guan Yu, Alexander Albon, Nicholas Latifi right now in the top 20. Then we got Nick De Vries and Nico Hulkenberg right now the F1 2022 drivers. So that's really about it for the US Grand Prix. Just a reminder that the next race is at the Mexico for the Mexican Grand Prix at the Autodromo Jimenez Rodriguez. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.